nke ezi omume gị ka iwe wezugara anyị nrịanja niile ọrịa niile nke pụrụ ịdakwasị mmadụ dị ndụ n'ihi na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye na-agwọ ọrịa ka anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị onwe gị bụ Chineke nke ndị agha ka iwe mere anyị ebere ka akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka ude nke anyị na-asụ wee bịa n'iru gị ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee guzosi ike ka anyị wee n'ikpete maazụ nye ha sọgotụtara nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi ise mma dịrị gị Chineke mma dịrị gị Chineke mma dịrị gị Chineke.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're connecting from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that notified each time I upload a video, you will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much and remember blessed. Remember, in this channel, we talk about the situation of the contraction called Nigeria, the intimidation of the indigenous tribe in Nigeria, the subjugation of the indigenous tribe in Nigeria, and the killings that are happening, more especially the southeastern part of Nigeria. As we all know, a lot is really going on, even as we speak. Today is Monday. Even when the sit-at-home was being called off, the sit-at-home is still being observed to show you that the Biafrans are ready to go. Every single Biafran is ready to leave that contraption called Nigeria. And we love Asuni Lamazin Nandekan. Every Biafra is speaking the same language with Asuni Lamazin Nandekan. That is why they are sitting at home, even against the order of DOS. People are willingly sitting at home to observe some time, to observe respect for Asuni Lamazin Nandekan and ask for his immediate release because he was kidnapped. He committed no crime in Kenya. He committed no crime against Kenya. He committed no crime in Nigeria. He is not even a Nigerian. He's a British and a Biafran. But they kidnapped him and brought him to Nigeria. That is the situation we are in now. If you have not started praying, continue to pray with Asuni Lamazin Nandekan. Pray more than ever. Pray. Double your effort. Our Asuni Lamazin Nandekan must surely be freed. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. He will surely be free. And we know that if you are a Biafran, have that hope and trust that he will surely be free. We will continue doing what we have to do. Continue praying and continue on our civil disobedience the best way we can to make sure that our Asuni Lamazin Nandekan is being released. And definitely, he will surely be relieved. Do not be weak. Do not relent in your effort. Wherever you are doing, double it and continue to do it more and more. Our Asuni Lamazin Nandekan must be free. And he is with us. Don't be scared. There is no need to be scared at all. There is no need to be scared. Don't be scared. No matter the propaganda you are hearing, don't be distracted. A lot of distractions out there. There are so many distractions. The most important thing that matters to us now is the freedom of Asuni Lamazin Nandekan and the freedom of Biafrans. We will continue to talk about it. We will continue to speak about it. It doesn't matter what the enemy does. It doesn't matter what the enemy does. They can never distract us. We will continue on this line and continue to preach that gospel until the message sink in. Until the message sink in. As you all know, Nigeria is a failed state. The contraption called Nigeria is a failed state. That is why, the most reason why every well-meaning person should call out of that very contraption. A nation that was built on fraud, on lies. Every data that they are using in that contraption called Nigeria is false. The diagrams they are using is false. Even the map they are using is false. They have divided us so much and make sure they contract the southeastern region to make sure that we are smaller. They have divided the southeastern region, the old southeastern region, that are one block, one family. These are people who has one single culture. But yet, they have divided us and make us to begin to see ourselves as enemies. Meanwhile, we are brothers and sisters in the southeastern part of Nigeria. I mean, the old southeastern region. We are one. It doesn't matter what anybody says. Out of their selfish interest, out of their greed, out of their envy and jealousy, they will begin to preach against their own brother. You will see the Ijos talking against the Igbos, Igbos talking against the Ijos, Efik talking against the Igbos, Igbos talking about the Efik, Efik talking against the Ijos, Ijos talking against other tribe. In that very contraption, who caused it? It was the handmaid of the Fulani Janjaweed. But today, thank God, our Asuni Lamazin Nandekan has woken everybody up. We are now speaking in one language, saying the same thing, that we want freedom, we want out of that very contraption called Nigeria, and we must surely be free. We will be out. It doesn't matter what they do. We don't belong to the same place. We don't belong together. We do not have the same religion. We do not have the same culture. Even when we try to reintegrate ourselves in that contraption, they don't allow us to. They don't allow us. How can you be a third-class citizen in a country where you're supposed to be a first-class citizen? Who in his right senses will agree on that? We are not begging them for anything. All we are asking is that they should conduct a peaceful referendum so that we will decide our fate and move out from that contraption called Nigeria. Because it is not working. Whatever plan they are making, whatever plan they have is for themselves. You can see what they are doing. What for God's sake can make them to be shifting ammunition from the north to the south? There is no problem in the south. The southern part of Nigeria is not where you have the terrorists who are killing innocent people. Where you have the bandits who are kidnapping on daily basis. Kidnapping, even as we speak, they are still kidnapping. Is in the northern part of Nigeria. Yet, they are not doing any deployment to the north. They are not sending armor tankers to the north. I never knew that Nigeria has so much tanks packed. Instead of using it against the terrorists, they have sent it to the southern part of Nigeria to fight against the innocent people who are not even fighting them. The ESN that Mazen Nandekano have established are in the bushes fighting against the terrorists. They are not fighting against the innocent people. They have never kidnapped anybody or killed any innocent person. But yet, the Janjaweed are bent on fighting them. The government of Muhammadu Buhari is reinforcing the whole forces they have on pushing them to the south. You can see the video flying everywhere. The ammunition that is shifting from the south. Is it by force to be together? Do you have to forcibly a marriage they don't want to belong into? We said we don't want to be part of this madness. Yet they want to force us into it. They are bringing war to us. We are not afraid of war. Remember what Asorock said. As many as are coming to Biafra land to kill innocent people in Biafra land, they will perish in Biafra land. And every arms and ammunition that they are sending to Biafra land, we are going to use them against you. Chukwu Okike Abiyama has spoken, and so shall it be. Chukwu Okike Abiyama have given us that assurance through our Asorock that they can, and there is nothing any man can do to change it. There is nothing any man born of a woman can do to change it. Because we are innocent. We are only asking for our rights. We are only asking for peace. And a peace that we cannot give with our blood. If you are trying to make a peace with our blood, it is not possible. You have done it in the past. You use the blood of the Biafrans to create your one Nigeria. And we say it cannot happen anymore. We will not be part of it. We cannot be part of it anymore. It can never happen. A Nigeria that does not have respect for its own people. I'm going to share with you a video of somebody who is a senator speaking of the way they are sharing their, what do they call it, national identity card. Their national ID is being made for foreigners. Foreigners from Niger, Mali are coming to obtain that very national ID without any stress. In the north, they come and obtain it without any stress, and nobody is stopping them. No verification whatsoever. No verification whatsoever to know if these people are truly Nigerians. They don't do that. But in the southern part of Nigeria, for you to get that national ID, it's a different ball game. People apply, they will not give to them. People from the southern part of Nigeria will apply for the national ID card, it will never get to them. How many people have it in the southern part of Nigeria? Even people who are working legitimately, they don't have it. But in the northern part of Nigeria, you will see them dashing it to Niger Republic people from foreigners. Hear from the senator himself what he was saying. The complaint he was laying.
Another thing, if we can be fair to each other, national ID card, if you can close this door now, including the military men, the honorable members of the press, and staff of this National Assembly, if you ask them to bring out their national ID card, I don't think you can have more than 50% of people that can pass through this door. The truth of the matter is, it has not been provided to all Nigerians. As I'm talking to you now, and I want you to talk to the theater in Borno, by 6 a.m., if you go to National ID card office in Maiduguri, you have more than 2,000 people, without fear of any contradiction, queuing up. Among them, you have Chadians, you have people from Niger Republic, you have people from Cameroon Republic. They are queuing up. And one of the requirements for you to get the national ID card is for you to just have access to indigenization letter from any of the local government. which is very porous. Everybody can go and obtain indigenous letter for a local government and acquire national ID card. Another thing, which is so pathetic, the content of the national ID card contains expiry date. It has never been in the history of mankind where a national identification item is content expiry date. So if at all my card now is expired, this shows I'm not holding one. So sir, I'm just trying for, just as a matter of emphasis, what is happening, let me just round up. And lastly, with regards to the issue of persons holding means of identification will be allowed by the military men whenever they are conducting maybe cordon and search. To me, I'm a barrack boy. My father is a retired military officer. I have never seen a situation whereby a military man is doing a job or police work, if I can put it, or paramilitary work. I've never seen it in my life. We went to Maiduguri for an oversight. One of the problems of Nigerian army is lack of manpower. And now you want to overstretch the limited number you have for this. So, sir, so this is it.
The Nigerian state is in a war situation, and whether I would like it or not, even though the constitution has not been suspended, we are doing everything in line with the constitution, because the constitution empowers the Nigerian army to come in aid of other security agencies when the need arises, and to conduct such other functions as may be approved by the National Assembly. And I think that is what we are doing. And many of these activities, you may not necessarily, they are not enumerated in the constitution, so they are not even things you can say, oh, we say we are supposed to do this, this and that. But in the course of doing that particular major activity, we come up with other ideas and other activities that support that particular activity. I think we're in line. So I want to use the opportunity to appreciate you and call on you and let you know that, look, this particular activity or this particular operations that the military is undertaking, because it's not affecting your area doesn't mean you should not be concerned. You must be concerned, because it's affecting everybody. And if it's a business for everybody, I think it is what the whole Nigerians should see as our project, and support the military and the army particularly to ensure that we bring this challenge to a halt. The next one is from if you don't hear any operation taking your place, because that means it's peaceful. Of course, I can tell you Crocodile Smile is actually designed for the south, south and southwest, but we are focusing on the southeast because, of course, there are no challenges, or there are challenges everywhere, but it is not as, pronounced as in the southwest as in other areas. Then the last one, okay, not the last one. I want to commend the Honorable Pella for this particular vote of confidence. Thank you so much, sir. You actually said that if the military is coming up with new ideas and innovations in a bid to improve on the security situation within the country, we should be supported. And I want to call on other distinguished members to toe his line and, of course, speak to their constituents to understand what we are doing. It's not out of the ordinary, as I said. I've tried to explain as much as possible. They are not going to see any increased number of troops on the road, or you are not going to have additional checkpoints and roadblocks. You are not going to see any different activity which you are already seeing now. But it's just a noble idea in a bid to arrest some of these criminals that may be relocating from one particular part of the country to other parts. So also you cited the aspect of awareness and sensitization that we need to do more. I agree with you that yes, of course, anything the army is doing or the military is doing, sometimes people read a whole lot of meanings into it, and we will take this back and ensure that we create more awareness. Right now in Enugu, there is...
This is the Nigeria you want to call your own. Each time we play videos is to remind you and tell you that we are not just ranting. What we are telling you is exactly what is happening in the country called Nigeria. It is not ranting. A country where they told you that Boko Haram member can be a president. A Boko Haram member. You can see what they are doing. Telling us repentant Boko Haram, they put them back into the military. Not just putting them into the military, they come to tell us that these people can equally be a president if they so desire. That if they repent and come back, a terrorist who have killed families. And when the man made that statement, people thought it was a joke. They brought them back, called them repentant terrorists, and they are putting them into the army. They recruit them into the army and police. Their police and army is infiltrated with the members of Boko Haram. And they are the people they are deployed to the southern part of Nigeria to kill innocent people. That is when you see them acting and killing, they don't look back. They kill innocent people indiscriminately without any concern, without any remorse. Because that is what they are assigned to do. Today they are preaching. You see even their media telling us repentant Boko Haram, repentant Boko Haram. You see people from the north, elites, pleading their case, telling us to reintegrate them and reabsorb them into the city and even give them incentives. When they told us that anybody who repents as a Boko Haram member can be a president, you thought it was a joke. They will actually do it. Already, most of the Boko Haram members are your ministers. They are your governors. You saw the testimony somebody made in the national television that members and sponsors for Boko Haram are in the presidency. You think they cannot be your president? You hear from this man again what he said.
An ex-Boko Haram stands having laid his arms and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country.
That was when he said it, that a member of Boko Haram can be your president. That is more reason why you should ask out before it is too late. For those of you waiting for 2023, maybe in 2023, they are going to elect Shekau to be your president. And by then, Biafra must have gone. We cannot be any part of any election in that country called Nigeria. And if you really value your life, if you really value your life in that country called Nigeria, do not participate in any election. It doesn't matter. If they call you to be an observer, do not be there because you're going to pay with your life. More especially in the election that is coming in Anambra State. Anybody that is intending to participate in that election, you are actually signing your death warrant. And you will definitely die, killed by the government itself, because they will kill you to try to frame the IPOB members. They have been doing it. That is their footprint. They do it again and again, and they will continue to do it. So the earlier you wake up, enough is enough. It is time to leave and go to our country. We have our own nation, a place we can be able to be proud and celebrate ourselves as Biafrans. A place where you can walk with merit. A place where people will have value for human life. Not in Nigeria. In Nigeria, you see how people are dying on a daily basis. Hundreds of people are dying on a daily basis without being reported. The media will never report it. International media will not report it. The local conventional media will not report it. You only get the videos on social media and they play it down. That is why we are all on social media speaking out on the plight of Nigerians. We are not just speaking for Biafra, we are speaking for every indigenous tribe in the country called Nigeria for their freedom. And it's high time we all rise up. We have to rise up. I see so many people on the media calling about rising up. You see some pastors calling about, I'm not calling you to rise up to fight for one Nigeria. No. If you are rising up, you are rising up with your own region. Wherever you belong, rise up with your region and call for a breakup. That is the only way for you to be free. If you are rising up to call for a better Nigeria, you are actually rising up to call for your debt to come faster. You are putting your signature on your debt to come faster. So, do not rise for anything that has to do with Nigeria. Rise for a breakup so that this country can be disintegrated and people go their separate ways and build a decent nation. It is not hate. After building the nation, we can equally come back and do business together. We can equally unite together. We still intermarry. We will still do business. We will still travel to our places. It can still happen. But for us to have a decent border, well controlled, with a decent constitution built by us, a country built by us ourselves, and not a country built by a white man, we have to destroy this very contraption built on falsehood and lies. Then we'll start a new nation that we can be proud of. That is what we are advocating for. That is what our Fulani stand for. Calling for a peaceful referendum so that everybody will decide their fate on where they want to belong. If at the end of the referendum, the Biafrans decide to remain in Nigeria, so be it. Our Supreme Leader cannot force them to be there. Nobody's going to force you to be there. But conduct the peaceful referendum. That is what we're asking for. We don't want to belong to that contraption called Nigeria anymore, where British is removing and pushing over a foundation that is built on lies. We don't want to be part of it. If they refuse and choose war, We cannot run away from it. They have done it before. We face them. This time it's going to be a different ball game. This time it's going to be a different ball game. The kind of Biafrans that are now is not the Biafrans you have seen before. The knowledge we have there and the knowledge we have now is not the same. Continue to do whatever you want to do. But let me tell you, whoever is listening, the Biafra you are seeing now is not the Biafra of the last civil war. This time around, if you bring the war, at the end of it, you will regret why you ever fought Biafra again. You will regret why you ever fought with Biafra again. May Chukwu Kagame to protect us from the Mazin Nandekano. May Chukwu Kagame strengthen us from the Mazin Nandekano. May Chukwu Kagame give Mazin Nandekano strength, give him energy, strengthen him, send his angel to guide and protect him. Very, very soon, we know that soon Mazin Nandekano will join us and we will celebrate together and walk into Biafra with our head lifted high in celebration. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. And remember, guys, bye-bye. See you again on the next video.